Hello, Anaheim Ducks fans in Orange County, California, United States, Finland, and all over the world. Happy Saturday, everybody. A few days ago, Ducks general manager Patrick Beek was interviewed on Duck Stream, hosted by Lexus Downey, discussing the early struggles of our team and what he thought were the weak points and what was ailing our Anaheim Ducks. His statement, his comments about the Ducks' early season struggles, as he said, was a bit disappointing. To be honest with you, let me say this. The Ducks' early season struggles, the record where they are now, is more than just disappointing. It is a shameful disgrace. Last in the Pacific Division, last in the NHL Western Conference, last in the league overall, not to mention the series of setbacks, losses, lack of scoring, inconsistencies, and the weakness of the special teams and the power play and the penalty killing. There's a lot more. The Ducks are 2 months in to the 22-23 NHL season. And looking at that roster, the players, the skills is there, the talent is there, the motivation is there, but the results we all wanted is not there. All of us is frustrated. I am frustrated. I am sick and tired of seeing our Ducks struggling in the first half of this season. And often, in the past 29 seasons and years, our Anaheim Ducks have always struggled, except for a few moments, a few exceptions when the Ducks were strong in the first half and continued on. But this awful start, this early seasons that we see, where our Ducks are facing adversity, is truly, in my honest opinion, one of the worst first halves our Anaheim Ducks have experienced. We have watched so far over the past 29 seasons and years. We all had hopes. We all expect more from this team, as do Ducks general manager Pat Verbeek. I am not going to tell you or say about the record. We know that record, and it rubs us the wrong way, annoys us to the point of asking questions of why this team's not doing what they have now. They have all the tools they need to succeed. The expectations that we expect from our Anaheim Ducks is not there. Clearly, some players within the rank and file of our Anaheim Ducks is not taking the roles, the duties, and the purpose they were given with. Seriously, they are taking it for granted. No amount of excuses, no amount of complaints, no amount of downplaying, analysis would tell us or give us the right answers on why the Anaheim Ducks are struggling. It's been so long since our team have struggled. The difference is the struggles that we saw during the mighty era was for respect and going against all odds, persevering. This we're seeing the next generation of Anaheim Ducks not only struggling, but having issues of inconsistency, not able to finish games, to pull off wins. We have one regulation win. The others are all overtime wins and shootout wins. It speaks a lot to this edition of our Anaheim Ducks. I'm not going to mince words. I'm not going to say to be a defeatist. This edition of our Anaheim Ducks is not ready to be Stanley Cup contenders. A lot of green, a lot of inexperience, especially for certain players within the Ducks' young core who have inherited the roles and the duties from Ducks legend Ryan Getzlaf, the last player from the 2007 Stanley Cup championship winning team. We all expect and hope that they would hit the ground running, but they did not. We have always, and we have debated, disagreed to agree on what is the best course of action the Ducks would take. From coaching changes to trade this player to trade that player. It boggles my mind to the point of frustration. And I know it boggles everyone's mind. This team could have done better. I expect our Anaheim Ducks to be within the top 3, maybe the top 4, or top 5 in the NHL Western Conference, or near the middle of the Pacific Division. Yet that is not the case. It is important to see that not only our Anaheim Ducks are rebuilding, but they are going through a process of understanding the roles given to them by Ducks legend Ryan Getzlaf, that these roles and duties and the purpose must never, ever be taken for granted. First half slow starts are always nothing new. It's the finish that can be very unpredictable. I know some Ducks fans on social media and on the message board have given up. Others look towards tanking, and I'm using air quotes, to get Connor Bedard. I will cover that sometime soon, later this month, but for our Ducks, the only way for this team to move forward and to improve is to follow the path, stay the course. There are some players that disappoint me, some that I'm very pleased with. What's clear from what I see and what all Ducks fans on social media and the Ducks message board is that the developing within in regards to rank and file of our team is the priority. I just want to say that I do have hope this team will turn it around. It's just that we don't know where our Anaheim Ducks will finish. Being at the bottom of the division, the league, and the conference itself, as I say again, it's a shameful disgrace and a display of inconsistency. You can argue or debate on my views, but what matters now is for our Ducks to continue this path, and for the Ducks young core to understand what it really means to be an Anaheim Duck. Persevere, never giving up, and going against all odds. But right now, the big picture going forward is to strategize, to make changes that would benefit the Ducks' cause in the long run. I'll say it again, I'll say it now. This is unacceptable and should have been preventable in the long run. That's all I have to say. Till then, go Ducks.